Once again, ladies and gentlemen, top of the morning to you. You're listening to EBCRadio 104.7. I'm Tesfaye as usual. It's 32 minutes past the hour. I got a friend in the studio with me. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man.
What's going on with you?
Yeah, this is Zuluman for you, Ethiopia. Passing through, stepping through, living through, any way you want to see it.
Welcome
Yes,
to
man.
the show.
Yeah, I'm feeling good to be in Ethiopia, Well, good and bad on the same time because tonight I'm leaving. It's my last day today,
So I caught you in the nick of time then.
right on the time,
So welcome, brethren.
Yes, sir.
So what brings you to Ethiopia and all that? And just introduce yourself to, our people listening.
Yeah. Well, I am artist Zuluman from Zimbabwe, and I'm based in Germany at the moment. And right at this time, I'm in Ethiopia, just checking out the scene, meeting people, and, getting the flow of the righteousness and culture of Ethiopia. As you say, I'm a Rasta, so Ethiopia is naturally my big interest, and just trying to enjoy Ethiopia right now.
So did you enjoy it? How was it for you?
Yeah, it was great.
How long is it your first time? Is it your first time here?
No, actually, it's the second time. I was here about a year and a half ago.
So what was it like? I know you've been anticipating for a long time, Ethiopia, the motherland, and all that. I know your people are very keen and are very interested in our culture and history. So what was it like for you the first time that you got here?
Well, actually, the first time it was like a kind of shock because like when you follow up with media and stuff like this, you sort of get a picture of Ethiopia that is far from true.
What was that picture? What was the first picture that you had?
Well, I expected it to be very dry and hard with sufferation in a way I've never seen.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got here, I was really shocked.
What was the reality?
It was just a different thing, everything was beautiful, and I actually came in the rainy season, so the first thing I had to do was get into the hotel and watch it rain for 3 hours. Wow, real hard pouring rain in a way.
Preach.
That really shocked me. And then also now after moving through, I moved to Shashamane, see the place out, the landscapes and things like this, and I saw it was all green, and this was totally different to the kind of picture that you get out there. Everything sort of focuses on some stuff that happens in the 80s, and this is the picture that remains on people's mind. And I think everyone in the world should come to Ethiopia at least once and get rid of what the media has fed them over the years and enjoy Ethiopia.
Exactly. Yeah. And you see how our people are so beautiful, kind and so generous.
Well, that's a thing in its own, because I think Ethiopians are special to us Africans, because they teach us how we would be if we were not
colonized.
Ethiopia's never been colonized.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very important thing, and you actually can feel it. If you know both sides, the way Ethiopians go about their daily business and interaction with others. There's always peace and harmony, but at the same time, the people maintain an important sense of self personality. The personality of the individual always comes into play. Everyone is so relaxed. You also see it when driving through the streets, that sometimes there's all this traffic coming together, and you think, how are these cars ever going to get through? But then there's such a high tolerance that people, like ants working together and building up.
We pull through. Yes. So back to your early days. So tell us, your real name, your artist name is Zuluman.
Yeah.
Real name is Churchill Harlington.
Yeah.
So tell us.
But then I don't choose to use the name Churchill. Actually, you're one of the first people in Ethiopia that used it. The other person in Africa is my father.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'm more known as Tabani.
Okay, cool.
You know, back home, and that means happiness.
Happiness.
Yeah.
In your
language, Ndebele, which is
Okay.
a dialect of Zulu.
All right, tell us, man. I want to hear the early days of
Yeah,
Zulu.
well, where did I start?
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Gweru, that's in central Zimbabwe, and I used to hang out with some sound systems, you know, with our local crews, and we also actually started a band, but it wasn't really professional, you know, because we didn't have the
You gotta
know-how.
start somewhere, you know.
Yeah,
You gotta start
yeah.
somewhere.
But where it really started happening was when I moved over to the capital, and I was lucky to join Zimbabwe's top band, the Transit Crew, you know, and we operated with 3 lead vocalists. Everyone had his own program, and, you know, we joined together, and we were very successful at that time, and we were also lucky that reggae music was the prominent music in Zimbabwe. We were controlling like 95% of the industry was reggae music, so it gave us a really good start, you know, and we were also very lucky that most of the shows that we performed were in stadiums and for big crowds. So when I joined Transit, I actually joined a professional band that was playing in stadiums already. My first show was in a stadium, you know, and it was hard growing because I myself, I think I was not professionally ready for it yet, but I was chosen to do it, and I had to keep going, and I love to do it as well. And with Transit, well, we had lots of hits in the charts, and we headlined lots of shows in and around, and but it was a hard struggle because we were not really getting paid what we should have been paid